In this video, I'm going to explain some basic steps of audio editing, how you edit your MP3 files. So the tool we will be using is Audacity. This is the tool we will be using, and I have loaded a music here at Keralam. So before getting into this, you should download Audacity onto your machine. So go to www.download.com. So on this website you can download a lot of free software. There is a search window here. Type Audacity there. Mostly it will come up here. So once you search that, the top part is a most of all of advertisements. So just scroll down until you see this headphone symbol with Audacity, and there's a download link here. Click on this one. Download for Windows is this one. This is the one for Apple. So once you click on the Windows one link, so you'll get the Audacity Windows or Apple, whatever it is, exe file. Save that to your hard disk. Then double click and install that with standard options. So once you install this option, you can go to Audacity. You can open your all files. You can open the Audacity tool. Let me close this one, and you open Audacity. So remove any pop-up is coming up. So you can select any song or any MP3 audio and drag and drop into this one, or you can use file open. This will allow you to go to your files. I'm trying to search for a music file. For example, let me take one of this Appangalempadum. Or you can also go to the folder and you can select the file you want, and you can drag and drop on that window also. That also will work. So once you have the Audacity loaded the video, you can see you can horizontally scroll it and see where it ends, or you can use this plus minus buttons to reduce the display in time. So here is the time is around 2 minutes 15 seconds. It will play this song. So you can play it with the play button. So that's you can play, stop, all the things are available. All standard tools are available for that one. So you can see this one here. This is 2 tracks. So this is the top one and this is the bottom track. So to edit any part of this one, so there is a selection tool here. So you can, by default that is selected. If any other tool is selected, you can go ahead and click on that one as a selection tool. Then if you want to delete any part of it, just click and drag, so it will highlight this way. So if I want to delete it, some part, just select up to that and delete it. Or you can play only the selected part. So for example, you click somewhere else, the selection will be cancelled. If I select only this part and play, only that part will be played. So if you want more clarity of how to delete, you click this plus button, make it bigger, larger in display. Then suppose I want to delete some beginning part of that song and start directly from the Appangalembadum. So I need to identify where it starts first. So I think it will be somewhere here. So it starts here. So I'm going to delete from here. So the one thing is I can test is I can select and run and see is it exactly a selection is correct. So okay, so my selection is correct. Now I selected from here to here. I am going to reverse it. So this is the part before the word Appangal starting. So if I want to delete that part, any noise, for suppose it's a noise, so I can just select that part and press the delete button. And if you play, the song starts from Appangalembadu. Similarly, if you want to delete, there is some noise at the end or something. Suppose it's an advertisement, for example. Think this part is an advertisement. Just select it and delete that one at the end part. You can select that and you can delete it. So that is the one way of trimming the video. Now once you change that one, you can import it into again. So you say export. So you can export only the selected part, if only this much, or if you have nothing selected, you can say export. So it will give you the file name. So this is showing as MP3 file. You can change the file names, whatever you want. By default it will show the source file name. So if you do not want to override the source file, it's always good idea to keep the original one. So given another file name, number 2 or something else, then save it. So this will save as the as MP3 edited version. When you export an edited MP3 file, we said there's a few things I just want to reconfirm. This is the zoom out in time. This is the zoom in. You can reduce the expenditure. If you want to fit into the whole window, you can use this one, fit project. So when you, let me go back to the export. When you export the whole file into a new file, edited file, you go to file, export, and you select a new file name. For example, I gave news2, which is an MP3 file, and when you press save, it comes up with an edit metadata window. So here you can give your artist name. This is the information stored with the audio file, and the track title. This is the title I even mentioned earlier in another video while converting YouTube videos into MP3s. So you can give a name here, proper name, news by somebody, or song if it is a song name or anything. So this information, make sure they are okay. Then you can save it. So this exports in new name as a edited MP3 file. Next, we can see some other basic stuff in Audacity, like amplifying the sound, cutting some noise, moving some part of the audio and all those things like that. So I opened the Audacity again. So I need a recording. So I will go to one of my recording itself. There is something not a good idea, but still I will use mine. There is a MP3 here. By the way, I record the stuff in iPhone, so iPhone makes it as M4A file, and you cannot edit that file in Audacity. So you need an MP3 to edit. So if I drag and drop this file, it says it's not supported. So there is one way to convert once you record on iPhone or in iPad. You can convert that to MP3 using iTunes. Let me go to that first, then I will go back to the Audacity features. So you can go to the iTunes. So it will open some playlist. So drag and drop your M4A file into this one. So it's already one there. Let me delete one. So this one already here. So you can play it. So that is a file. So you can right click on that one and create MP3 version. Select just create MP3 version. So you can see that it's a long file. So maybe okay. So it's already created. So you saw a tick sound. So it's already created. So I'm just going to close this one. Go to my. Now it creates in a different place location. I'll show you that location. Go to C drive, under your users, my login, under my music, there is something called, it may be somewhere here. Okay, here it is. Normally if there is no album, since we are copying an iPhone, there is no album name, so it will be naming as unknown album. So this is the MP3 file it created. So I can play it. It will read the same thing. Okay, so let me close that one. I can drag and drop this file into Audacity. So it imports into this one. To see it in a single window, I can reduce this one, or I can expand this. So you can see that there's a lot of space here. I can delete. If this is a space, noise, I can remove all those things. So if I play, okay, so if this moves to the beginning of the audio. So that is the one. So if I want to amplify some sound, so if I say that's this portion, I can, once you select, you can delete, you can move. If I want to move this into after some other place, I can use this is the move tool. I can select this one and I can move the whole stuff here. So again, you go to the select tool. So select this part. You can go to effect, amplify. So once you amplify, it changes the pitch of the sound. So it amplifies. So it's a negative. Let's see what happens if it is negative 0.5. You can preview it. So not much. So if I make it around 9, so I went a higher pitch with a minus to a positive 9. When I preview, so the preview will show a very less, a few seconds of effect after you do this operation. So if I want to reduce that one, if I say go to -9, you can see how the change it will be. See that volume changed. So if I say OK, you can see that it is changed to a lower amplification. So you can see that if I play this one, the sound is this way, and if I play this one, it's a lower voice. So if you have any lower voice in your audio, you can amplify using, say, I can select that part and you can say effect, amplify. you can go to a higher amplification. It will show how much amplification you can go. So you preview. So if you amplify, that becomes, again, the sound amplifies with that. So you can amplify another level, but Audacity decides how much it can go again. So okay, now if the OK button is disabled, that means you cannot amplify further, but you can force to amplify by clicking allow clipping like that. So you can see that it changed again. So the sound has, the pitch has gone up again. So if I play these two together, see the difference in the. So that's the difference. So you can amplify the sound like that. You can increase and decrease. And another thing is, you can, earlier as I said, you can cut this space. So when you record, you can have enough space. Then later when you edit, you can remove those space. There are other features. You can remove the noise. You can see the small bits here. So these are called noises, but it's okay now. If you want to remove the noise, the one thing is, you have to first identify where the noise is. Then you have to teach the tool that it is the noise. So from here, let me see. You go to noise removal in effect. So first you have to identify what is the noise. So I'm saying anything like this is noise. So it's called a noise. Step 1, it says noise profile. So I click on that one. So that is the noise profile for me. Now where I want to remove all the noise from the whole audio. Something like that type of small noises. Then you can go to effect again, then you say noise removal. So once it's already identified, you can say okay, remove. Here see, make sure that the remove is selected, then you say okay. So this will scan through the whole file and remove those type of noise bits. You can see that it's somewhat cleared here. So we can repeat this. This is a little bit higher. So if I identify this as a noise, you can cut it, of course, but if you want to identify and remove all the noise, you can identify this as a noise. Noise removal, get the profile, then go to once again and you say noise removal, remove. You can see that has been gone. So those noise has been removed. Okay, so if you have any more questions, you can message me, or you can send a message on Facebook or email me. So if I don't know, we can work together and find out a solution. Thank you.